So this is the continuation, the database and APIs. So as far as the database went, I utilized MongoDB and installed a local instance. Created a database called Bank and a collections called User that stores all the user data. And then the screenshot below basically is showing a query. So this is after it got deployed already, but I utilized essentially the same names and everything. So went into the test server, used Bank, switched to the bank, and then showed collections just to ensure that it was created. And then here's a list of a couple users that I had already created. So the email is once again authorized and then tokenized using Firebase. And then initially, as you'll see in a second, the checking and savings is initialized to 0 when it's created, when the schema is created. But by basically having the Firebase authorization, I can query the database utilizing the email, the login email, and then get the data, the rest of the data from there, which made it quite easy. At that point, it was just structuring the requests to retrieve the correct data in the right format, which was the hardest part. So as far as the APIs were concerned, I used an Express server, so Express static, and then this allowed me to run the client-side components pretty seamlessly. So the following app posts, app put. So as far as deposit checking, save user data was specifically for the email. And then in the previous, no, here, I'm initializing a schema using Mongoose, and then using the email from the Firebase token to then initialize a user with a checking and savings of 0, and then just a return to ensure that the data was saved to the database. So as far as the APIs went, it uses query functions to interact with the database section, and then that returns the promises here, the then and then the catch with statuses to ensure that everything was running smoothly. This was definitely the hardest part of the code, but once I got deposit set, the withdraw was a lot easier. At that point, it was just an additional if statement to prevent basically overdrafting. So here's once again the Mongoose initialization of my schema, and then the following updates for the database. So update savings balance, get user info initially, and then update checkings balance. So deployment and additional features will be next.